Yo, yo, yo. It's Marky Marks Tarot. Happy Saturday to everybody. Hope you're all doing good. I want everybody to understand one thing, that don't try to please anybody. Just worry about yourself. And you'll be a lot better. Let me see something. People are going to be people. There's nothing we can do about it. Anything you can do is control what you do, not what somebody else does. Hey Hannah, how are you, sweetheart? How you been? How's life? How's life being a superstar? See, you wanted superstar life, now you're tired. See, you're tired of being a superstar already. See that? Tell you, being a superstar comes with a lot of things. Tired and broke. Come on now. Well, you could be happy and not broke. All you gotta do is get on a plane. You know, Bermuda's dropped all the vaccine mandates. See, it was meant for you to come in here today. Hey, Becca, how are you, sweetheart? Yeah, Bermuda finally got rid of all their vaccine bullshit and all their COVID restrictions. So that's good. That's one thing out of the way. So all I need now is for USA to drop their shit and I'll be gone. I'll be out of here. Yeah, we have a lot of sun today. It's sunny outside. It's breezy. It's nice and cool. Yeah, you need a suntan. See, you can come hang out by the pool with Marky. You know, it'd be the best vacation of your life. I'd be a nice boy. I promise. I'm a nice boy. I'll never disrespect you. You know that. I just made my glasses worse. Meanwhile, these are supposed to be. Back, what you laughing at? You're invited too. Everyone's always invited. You're all invited to Bermuda to hang out by the pool with me. Get a suntan. You know, it's all good. It'll be all inclusive. You know, I'll cook for you. I'll do anything you want. You know, I'll take care of you. You know, you won't go hungry. That's for sure. Hold on a sec. You won't go hungry. No, I'm not a bad boy. I respect if you guys ever came here. See, everybody has a perception of, you know, Mark's inviting these women to Bermuda. He just wants to have sex with all of them. That's not my intention. You just want a vacation. You want to have fun. We can have fun. It's cool. You don't want to give me no coochie. That's your problem, not mine. It's cool. I'll live. I'll be okay. It's okay. You just want to come for sun and a vacation. You can do that. I'll be a nice boy. You know, it's cool. I can even act like I'm your boyfriend if you want people to leave you alone. Nah, I'm just teasing. You know I love you guys. For your salaries, that sucks. Hopefully you hopefully you get it. You know how people are. That's the sad thing. When it comes to money, everybody has a fucking problem. Everybody has an issue. Everybody's always, you know. You want to find if you're gonna get it? Let's do some checking. I'll check for you if you want. Just say the word, and I can check. Yeah, that's the thing. You know you will eventually, but you know, I'll check to see when. Let's check. Well, it says from now to the 9th, it's possible, but it might not be all of it. Yeah. I feel like you'll get it between now, which is the 3rd, right? Today's the 3rd, yeah. From now, the 3rd, into the 16th. In between that time, you'll get it. Yeah, hey, that's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I feel like you're welcome, shooter. I think that by like between now and the 16th, you'll get it. Like it says, and even if you might even get like 2 installments of money. Like you might get a little bit next week, and you might get the following money the following week. If it's not all at once, it's going to be a little bit this week and a little bit next week. But it says you should be getting it. That's bullshit, man. It's so annoying. Yeah, well, just remain hopeful in the meantime. You know, there's only so much you can do when you work for people like that. That's why fuck that. I can't live that life. I've worked for. I've always been fortunate enough to be working for people who actually, you know, pay me. And I had one client where she was my client for 10 years, and this woman had the nerve to not pay me for 30 days. And then I sent her like I had QuickBooks back then, and like when it says the payment hasn't been paid in 30 days, it'll send an email with an overdue statement. So it automatically, I didn't know I had it on automatic send, right? So it had an automatic thing where it emailed her and told her she was overdue. She got so mad, right? She called me and says, "Oh, Mark, she's like, Mark, I got an overdue bill from you, and I was gonna pay you. It's just that I forgot." And I was like, "Well, that's my system that I have. It just sends the email. Don't be offended." But I said, "You pay me right away any other time, so that's why it came out overdue." I said, by law, I can add 2% or 5% to this bill because it's overdue. Just like how in the real world, when you don't pay, your shit gets shut off, or you have to pay more. You have to pay interest. And I say, that's all I'm saying. Like, it's business. Even though I've known you for 10 years, but your dumbass doesn't want to pay me right away. So that's your fucking problem. Like, don't take it out on me. You got an overdue bill? Ooh, wow. Well, then pay for it. You shouldn't be fucking having me waiting because I don't make you wait. That's what I said to her indirectly. I said, I don't make you wait, but you call me, I come. And I expect the same courtesy When I give you a bill, you should pay me. It's not like you ain't got no money. You're filthy rich. And after that, she didn't really hire me no more. And I was like, I got blessed. I got rid of her and everybody else came. I got even richer clients and better clients than her. Now I don't have to deal with her. So it's actually a blessing. And my sister said, yeah, you always said you didn't want to work for those people no more. I was like, I don't. And that's the thing. Like once sometimes people get rid of themselves for you. But that shit happened for a reason. So like I've had my own business for 15 years and I've had tons of clients. Some stay, some go, some, complain. Some people say, oh, you charge too much money an hour. I say, okay, well then you don't want good shit, then fuck you, goodbye. Go get some cheap ass person to fuck your shit up. And then you're gonna pay double. You're gonna pay me to come back here to fix their fuck up. Take longer and charge you the money that you were complaining about. And that's happened plenty of times. And some people are like, no, I ain't calling Mark back because then I'm going to look like an ass. See, because I'm a high school dropout and I came from the ghetto, I'm automatically trash to rich people sometimes. Some, not all. So that's why I'm like, yeah, fuck you. You don't want me? Somebody else will. That's why people can be replaced. People just don't understand that concept of the world. Everybody can be replaced. It might not be the same value or the same person or the same type of thing, but that's just the life you're gonna live. It's too fucking bad. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I'm a businessman. And when you don't give me work, somebody else will. And what they don't know is I have multi-talents. I make money many ways. I have plenty of ways. Money ain't everything. It don't faze me like that. Becca, you want a card too? Yeah, I know they're crazy. People are like, they think that I need them or something. I tell people all the time, I don't need these people. You know how many people that have been in and out of our lives every damn day, every year, every month? I bet you last year you didn't have the same people in your life that you did this year. And I bet you that this next year you won't have the same friends you have this year. I will put my life on it that next year you will not associate with the same people you associated with this year. And that's the way life is, and you just got to get over it. You don't have to keep people around you. The best people that's going to be around you is the people that are still around you today and for years and years and years. Those are the people who are the good people. People are going to come into your life. You deal with them. When you don't, you don't. When you get rid of somebody, God's going to bless you with the right person. That's why I ain't no strain off of my back. You want to come in here and talk to me? Go ahead. You don't? I don't give a shit. I'm going to still go up these steps and I'm going to go to my bed and sleep every night. All right, Becca, let's see what we got for you. All right, Becca. Your card is I listen to others without judgment. This card says all people have the right to believe whatever they want to believe. They have the right to say whatever they want to say. Instead of judging what other people say, I listen and show my respect. So this card is basically saying people that come to you, don't judge their life, don't judge what they're going through. Don't say, see yourself, this, that, them, whatever. And this is also what people think about you. People might be judging you and you're like, why the fuck would you judge me? Like, don't I listen to you? Don't I care about you? Like, why would you do that to me? And we had this conversation already that, people are judging people and they shouldn't, because when you do this type of work, it's hard not to judge people because, they're doing things that you couldn't imagine doing or asking you stupid questions that you really don't want to answer. But it's not for us to judge. It's for us to answer it and just go about our business. So this could be somebody judging you hard, or you like just listening to people. As you look at this card, somebody might be having, a drink with you, and you're like, okay, you're looking at the person like, okay, well, I love you either way, even though you're doing crazy shit, but I still love you. I'm still cool with you. We're still going to be friends. I just don't agree with what you do, but that's not for me to judge. Somebody could be doing that to you too, which we already know. But that's what it is. People are quick to judge people, and that's sad, but that's their problem. Let them judge. Yeah. I'm going to give myself a card because I'm been a good boy. Oh boy. Okay. This is my card. I was born to perceive the truth. This card says the truth leads me to my authenticity, to happiness, to the life that is very easy. That's what I said not too long ago. That I live and die by the truth. Because if you lie, you got to remember those lies. If you're true, you don't have to remember the truth because it's always there. And this is what's wrong with a lot of people. People don't want to be authentic. People don't want to be truthful. People want to lie all day and all year. People want to remember their lies and remember what they lied about and remember who they lied things to. Lies ain't going to get you nowhere. You say the truth, you ain't got to worry about lies. If you say the truth, people will respect you more. That's all. That's your spirit reminding me that that's why I'm the way I am, because I'm telling the truth. Hannah, you want one? No. I wish this thing will stop. Okay. Let's see if it'll actually stop shaking. All right, Hannah, this is your cards. Words have no power over me. This card says, every word in my mind is just a symbol, and symbols aren't real. They're my creation. They're my art. I am the one who gives meaning to the power of every word. Words are just a tool for me to communicate. Here you go. Hey, Barb. How you doing, sweetheart? How you been? Happy Saturday. It's been a good Saturday so far. I got a donation. I won't say your name if you don't want me to, but if you're here, just let me know and I'll answer. Hey, Stephanie, yes. Yes, I just got it. I'll answer your question for you. Thank you. All right. All right, Stephanie. I don't know why this thing does that. Just one foot in front of the other. Hey, as long as you don't trip, then it's all good. And if you fall, you shall rise again. Oh, this thing is so annoying. Why does it do that? Just give me a second. My email thing is acting crazy. Just give me a minute. All right. Stephanie says, how does Colt feel about me? All right, let's check. All right, Stephanie. Yes, please don't. Because I don't know CPR. Okay. Okay, Stephanie, this person, Colt, I feel like this person, as far as they feel about you, they feel like they can't be your partner. And the reason for that is because this person would rather flatter you and seduce you or distract you. Hey, Philomena, how you doing? This person also would like to have a romantic relationship and be in sort of in like a a peaceful way, but they kind of they're in between two minds. It's like they want it but they don't want it, but they want to try to seduce you and possibly have sex with you and then see if things will be okay, which is kind of the way I see it here. And they think that you are not the right partner for them, or they have some type of judge. You might be judging them, or they're judging you, and there could be some accusations or something that they've heard about you, or you've heard about them. So it kind of makes you draw back and say, "Well, I don't want to be disappointed or brokenhearted," and that's probably why you're asking me about this person. So I feel like this person has a lot on their plate as well. Like people are depending on this person, and like maybe like their family depends on them, so they're always busy dealing with them. They're always distracted. So, and I think that because of this, they would like to have a relationship, but they don't because of that reason. So they want to take it out on you and take it out around the people around them. And I don't feel like this person is very happy at the moment. And there's like no even friendship between you guys that's really worth his judgment or his feelings. So how he feels about you, I would say not the way you probably want him to. And I feel like he is, dealing with his own life. So in order for him to be in a relationship with you, it's going to be difficult. So he'd rather just, um, be in the, like string you along, maybe if he's doing that, or just flatter you in the meantime to see what you can give him and what you can do for him. You know. Oh, sorry to hear that, Barb. I hope my condolences to you, and I know that they're watching over you. Yeah, usually we can feel people's death, Barb. Sometimes. Stephanie. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I feel like Colt doesn't really want a serious relationship. I mean, I feel like it's in the back of his mind. He would like to, just to have the peace in his life, but I feel like his life is not very peaceful, so that's why things aren't going the way he wanted to. I feel a lot of unhappiness and grief around this person. I feel like this person's had a rough past, and it affects their future, and it affects the way they feel about people. It affects the way they are and how they believe and how they. I feel like their home is more important to them than anything. If this person has kids, then I feel like this person is dealing with their kids and would rather not get themselves into a relationship with you. Now, if they don't have kids, they might be dealing with a lot of issues with family or people who are around them. So that's why they don't want to take on any type of relationship or friendship. But I don't get anything good on this situation, Stephanie. I don't get anything good here. Anything that is the remotely good is that this person needs to find peace in his life. I think that when he sees you, he feels the peace. He feels like, he would like to be with you, but I feel like he has to make that decision based on how his life goes in the next few months or whatever. But I don't think he's going to offer to be more than a friend, if that. If you work with this person, they might think that business will get in the way or work will get in the way. So I don't know if that made sense to you, Stephanie, but that's what I see as far as Colt's feelings. Yeah, Barb. Usually we can feel when somebody's about to go, or we'll probably dream about them, or you just feel like that's the case. You just feel like something bad's gonna happen, or you think about that person. You're like, I hope they don't pass away, or I hope something that bad doesn't happen. So hopefully, well, like I always say, the people in spirit are always have our backs. If we're doing the right thing, of course. So, but we all have a spiritual army out there, and we all getting help in some way. So that's the great thing. And some people don't want us to mourn their deaths. They rather us be happy and live our lives accordingly and just go about our business. That's why I have this thing. I always acknowledge them. Sometimes I have a paper where I write down all my the deaths of my grandparents and deaths of my aunts and friends. Sometimes I have obituary clippings here and there just so I remember them and just give them some type of acknowledgement. 1, 2, 3, 4 there, 12:34. It's 2:34 here. 2:34. Time's flying by today. I've been driving my nephews all over the place today. They had volleyball practice in the morning. Then I had lunch with my nephew, the youngest one. So it was nice. I hung out with them today. My sister was busy, so I took them to volleyball practice. And now I got some time, so I came on here real briefly. I got a lot of dishes to wash because I went on a cooking spree. I went on a cooking spree yesterday and this morning, so I have a pile of dishes over here waiting. I wish I can hire somebody just to clean my dishes. I'd pay him because I can't stand washing dishes. It's something that I can't stand the most is washing dishes. It's so freaking annoying, and I don't want to get a dishwasher because then that'll just be a pain in the ass too because it doesn't wash the dishes properly anyway. And then dishwashers tend to have problems. Then they waste a lot of water. But I get the strength. I do it. Yeah, I hate dirty dishes too. That's why I gotta do it. But I don't like to leave it there. But it's a pain in the ass because my kitchen is so small because I live in the apartment, right? So I got this small ass kitchen. It's not very much room. It's only good for one person, which is cool. It's only for me anyway. But it's like I made fish yesterday, so I have to have the fish there, the batter, the stuff that I put the batter in. Then I have the pan with the oil, the fryer. Then I got, another. Then I got I make home fries, so I gotta peel the potatoes, cut the potatoes, and then like all the dishes for that is all there. And then this morning I made an egg and sausage and cheese on a croissant. Then I gotta clean the pan from that. It's like a never ending story. Hey Shakima, how you doing? So it's like a never ending story. You always have dishes because if me, I like to cook every day. So it's rarely a time that I actually, buy takeout. And takeout's easy. You just eat the food and put the rest of the crap in the trash, and you're good, you have no dishes. But it's a pain in the ass. I hate dishes. My mom says she wish she could throw all of them in the trash and then buy new ones. I know, no, I'm not heading out. I just got here. I've been here for like half an hour. So yeah, it's like, I don't really want to wash dishes, but I have to. But I rather make food and wash dishes than eat takeout and get sick. I just can't handle like eating takeout. That's gross. You don't even know where it's coming from. You don't know how old the food's been in the fridge, if the shit you're getting is fresh. But I just can't do that. I'm not a takeout person. I'm not a restaurant person. I like to eat my own food because I can cook better than a restaurant, in my opinion. So, and I know what I like and I know what I want. So nobody complains when they eat from me. So yeah, that's what I do. Barb, you want a card? Such a beautiful day here. When I get off of here, I'm gonna take my dog for a walk. That's her in the background. You can see her little feet right here. Look. Yeah, it's really windy here, but it's really windy, cloudy, but the sun is out right now. It's poking out right now, but it was cloudy all morning. It rained this morning. Yeah, she'd be chilling. She's behind me snorting and snoring and all sorts of crazy shit. All right, Barb. Thanks, Shakima. I just got your donation. You can ask your question when you're ready. All right, Barb, let's see what we got for you. All right, Barb, you got my buddy, the owl, here. The truth doesn't need me to believe it. This card says the truth simply is and it survives. Believe it or not, lies need me to believe them. If I don't believe lies, they don't survive my skepticism and they simply disappear. Hey, Mike, what's up, bro? All good. So there you go, Barb. The truth doesn't need me to believe it. Absolutely. Yeah, she has the life. It's my sweetheart. I love my doggy. Okay, you say a general love reading, whatever flows up. All right, cool. No problem. All right. Yeah. Well, it's a big responsibility. It's like having a damn kid. But it's a good one though. I love her. She's not really my dog. It's my brother-in-law, my sister's dog. But I always take care of her, so she she loves me. Like she's always around because I'm here like working all the time and I'm home more than everybody else. So she sees me more often. So she's always with me. Like just now, I left my sister's house talking to her and my nephew. She gets up and goes to the door and comes with me and comes right over here and just goes right to her blanket. She doesn't care. Like, she's just like, yeah, wherever Mark goes, I'm good. You're welcome, Barb. Okay, sweetheart, take care. Mikey said, all good. She reached out to me last night and been hitting me up more than acting like normal with me. I ended up getting another pit last week. Now I got 2 pits. Yeah, exactly, Shaquille. Oh, that's good, Mike. I'm glad it's working out. You know, I'm glad it's working out, bro. I'm glad she's calling you and acting normal. That's good, man. Hopefully, it stays like that as long as you don't start any arguments or anything like that. She'll be fine. Yeah, Shaquem, I give her a lot of people food too because I don't like her eating that canned food and that dry food. She'll eat it, but I like to give her people food, even though that's not sometimes a good thing. But I try to give her as much healthy things as I can. Exactly, Mike. Let her do the work. She's done she's doing that probably because, like I said, the guilt is there, and hopefully, she'll get better and better, and then things will be all right. That's smart, Mike. Just keep it that way. You know, keep it that way for now, bro. But at least she's speaking. That's a good thing. All right, Shakima. What I got here is, as far as general love for this month, I got that you're focused more on your job and all that. I feel like you want like a new adventure. You're trying to be enthusiastic. You're trying to make the initiative. You feel like you have possibilities or you can. Try not to obsess over it or think about it too much. I know it's hard because sometimes you get lonely or you get like to a point where you're like, where the hell is this mofo at? But keep your transition um changing, trying not to stay in suspension and try to like, when things are like not going right, just think of the things that are right. Think of the good things, not the bad. So manipulate your mind to not being bored, to changing the way you live your life, make the adjustments. Um, I feel like someone new might be coming in like in this month. Like you might meet somebody new through your job or through like a school or through like some type of establishment like a place. Um I feel like this guy has also been through some changes and stuff like that. And I also see, Aquaman, he might be still coming around or trying to come around eventually. He's also obviously, he's also trying to overcome the ruin and find the good things and not the bad things. But I like this month, it doesn't matter if it's him or this other new person. Um, these two people, I feel like have want like a new beginning, a new start, like a fresh start. So when the new guy, if it's a new guy, then I feel like he's gonna tell you that. He's gonna tell you, look, I want a new start, I'm looking for a new woman, blah blah blah. It's gonna be like a new fresh type of, feeling, a new fresh type of conversation. And obviously the other one, the Aqua, I feel like he's gonna tell you the same thing. He says, look, I need to make a sacrifice. I need to get you know, um, make things happen. I need to get over the past. I need to, focus on the future. I need new things. Okay, Paige. And I feel like, by the end of the month, like things are going to either be good or bad. It's just depending on how and what you choose and how you choose it. I want to check the new person to see if I'm actually like, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I still feel like he's going to communicate, but like on his own, like, terms. I wish it was that easy. But I wish that for you, you know. Hey, you never know, you might knock on your door. Hey, oh, this is where you live. I've been knocking my eye on you, baby. um, like if there is a new person, like I don't really see the actual person, but from what the cards are telling me, like I feel like this person has been let down. So, you know, I know this is like a story that I always stay on here, but usually we find we find like a person that's not stable, or um a person like that you know is lonely as well, or been let down, or had a bad past. So like you kind of feel like there's like a sheltered, you know, thing about people, or discretion, or like a discernment, or like, you know, hey, caution, you know, I've been hurt, so don't you fucking hurt me either. Like I feel like you're gonna get this vibe off this person, where they're gonna be like, well, you know, hey, how you doing, whatever, and you start to talk, and then once you get to know the person, as they're gonna start talking about like all the bullshit that they've been through, so you'll be able to talk to each other. Yeah, exactly. The emotional unavailability, or like they're gonna feel like, you know, that, oh, you can also be my letdown eventually. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like I just feel like there's a new person around you that this month they might, you know, yeah, exactly, tell you, because you know you're probably the type of person that they're looking at saying, okay, I know that I can talk to this person just by feeling them out or talking to him. I know that they're like genuinely listening to me, or they like me, and I'm gonna tell them my whole life story. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, sure, yeah, okay, yeah, I've been going through some shit too. But they might tell you so much that you don't even get your story up. So you might get somebody come toward you this month that has a lot of issues. But as far as like, you know, love and all that type of stuff, I don't get that. I just feel like the person is going to come to you for moral support. And obviously, Mr. Aqua, he's like in his own world, as you know. You know, you still haven't heard from him because he's still overcoming what he's gone through. So he's like, you know, what the fuck am I doing? Like, do I really want to get myself involved with Shakima and like go through the same shit? I think that's everybody's story. Like, you know, I feel like everybody right now and this year have had people who are not being clear on what they want and how they want it. And I feel like this whole year has been one of those years where the real pandemic is how fucking stupid people are. That's the real pandemic. It's not COVID. It's how stupid people are, because people like a lot of people take people for granted. Like they just want to like string you along to see how much they can get out of you or what they can do to you. You got me? Like, so like that's how I feel like it's gonna continue for the end of this year. All right. Exactly. So that's why he's like probably like, do I really want to get myself involved with another Virgo, like with another person who, and you know what? Like I also feel like um a lot of guys are really skeptical of women these days because of how women act. Like I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way, but like if you're acting like a dirty hoe on Instagram or TikTok and showing your shit all over the place, then a guy is looking at that and he's like, I don't want my girl to be like that, even though he's liking your photo because he likes what he sees. But at the end of the day, he don't want that shit, yo. I know I fucking don't. I don't want nobody to be texting me talking about, yo, Mark, I just saw your girl shaking her ass on Instagram. And I'm like, really? Let me see. I'll probably go in the comments and say, damn, babe, I'm so glad I got that all to myself. And then I'll be like, yep. Oh boy, people think that I'm marrying a hoe. That's my life. Anyway, I know, like, you know, I'm just saying, like, don't take it personally. But you know, some guy, I think a lot of guys are like that. And but you know what? It's vice versa. I'm talking as a guy to you women. But as you know, men can do the same dumb shit. Men are always like, you know, acting crazy and doing shit too. So, you know, it works both ways. But anyway, Shakim, it looks like the same shit, different day. for this month, but I also feel like there could be someone new that you start to talk to that you might like, but you're also going to be discreet at the same time. Like you're always going to you're going to be watching your back, saying, "Huh, no." Oh, hey, Becca, welcome back. I didn't even see you. All right, Paige, you can ask your question when you're ready. You're next. And thanks, Mike. I got your donation too, bro. You said I had bikini pictures still up from 221, right? And all I do is post real estate stuff. I have both versions of page up before, after, nothing too wild. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me and getting me aroused at the same time while I'm trying to read you. I appreciate that. That was great. You know, pictures of you in a bikini. That's really nice, you know, to tell me that. Thanks. I'll just, you know, just think about it in my mind. Gee, thanks. You know. Paige in a bikini. Huh, what would that look like? Let me go on Instagram. Look at this. Nah, I'm just teasing. Hey, one thing I don't like, you know, if I had a girlfriend and she did that and she felt like that was like self-confidence for her, I wouldn't even care. I don't give a fuck who likes her picture. As long as she's like, you know, because some people do that just for self-confidence. Because I know how a lot of women are. They want people to like be attracted to them or to like their photo to make them feel good. But you don't have to if you're getting that from your man. If your man is really putting in the work, you don't need to do all that shit. That's why you'll never see my woman doing that shit because I'll give her all the attention she needs. And I'll be like, don't be putting that shit up on Instagram. You can give me that shit to myself. Let me see that shit live. You don't need to post that shit up. Just put it on and just, you know, stay with me. We'll be fine. Mike's like, Paige, what's your link? Hey, there you go, Mike. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, like you just said, you did it because you did it, you know. Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of, you know, at the end of the day, we don't want to be with a hoe for the rest of our life, you know, or have someone with hoe tendencies. Because once you go that route, you're pretty much done. You're not going to get a real decent relationship. My sister had the nerve to tell me that the other day. She said, well, look at you. Reason why you're single is because you had too many hoes in your life. I said, well, that's because they came to me. I didn't ask them to come to me. They put that, you know, I was a DJ. What do you expect? They all wanted to come and show me their, you know, their body parts, and they wanted to like kiss me and hug me, and they was all drunk. And then they saw me at the grocery store the next day, and they're like, I don't even know who you are. You're who? DJ what? I don't know who the fuck you are. I was like, yeah, you were the one that was drooling all over me all fucking night. What's your, how you know my name? You told me last night, you drunk hoe. What you talking about? And my sister used to laugh at me because she knew I hated that shit, right? Because it ruined your reputation for a real decent woman, right? I'll be in the booth like bitches be breaking into the booth, coming to me. It's my birthday. I love you. I'm like, baby, you don't love me. Stop lying. Hey, Nia, how you doing? This is real stories, just real facts. Paige, you can ask your question when you're ready, sweetie. Yeah, honest to God, I was a DJ for 20 years, and I was one of the best here. So, like, I was very popular at a certain point. So, like, I had all the hoes around me. So, like, other girls would be like, "Oh my God, he's got all these hoes around him. Ain't never gonna get." You know, so it was very difficult for me growing up to find a decent woman because, like, doing what I did, they don't trust me. So they were like, "Yeah, you got all these hoes around. You're gonna cheat on me, guaranteed." So I always feel like I had to prove myself, which I shouldn't. You know, it's not my fault. It's just like when I started doing this on here, You know, I'm in here as old women. There's only got me and Mike in here that are men. But when I first started out, there was a few guys in here, like, you know, talking to me or whatever. And there'll be all women in here. They'll be in here, oh, Marky this, Marky that. You know, guys started getting dumb and jealous and stupid. And then, like, you know, next thing you know, people are calling me names in here, like, oh, you're a hoe, you got all these girls. I'm like, what? I was like, I ain't even done nothing. I'm just playing around. I do it with everybody. Like, you know, you people don't even live near Bermuda. So what you worried about? You know what I'm saying? And why you hating on me? Yeah, Hannah's my witness. You know? I ain't done nothing wrong. Poor Marky. Now I still play around and have fun. It's the best way. Like, can you imagine if my girlfriend walked through the door right now? She's like, oh, what are you doing? I'm online. Oh, this Becca, that's a girl. Paige, that's a woman. Um, Shakima, yeah, that's a woman. Hannah, Nia. Oh yeah, where the hell's the guy? I'm like, Mike's in here. What do you wait a minute? Scroll. Oh, Mike, okay. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Love you, babe. All right, babe. Goodbye. First thing I'll tell her is, look, I can't have sex virtually through the computer. Okay. My thing doesn't fit through the USB port. So we're okay. All right. And I'm not going to show her what you see. Okay. Trust me, I won't do that. Here, take my goddamn phone. All right. Just to make sure. Back up. Been there, done that. That didn't work either. Been there, done that. But just not the right one, obviously. But I've been there, done that. Thought that was going to work, but that didn't work either. That was worse. That was worse, to be honest. That was worse. You like her more than me. Look at these women in here telling you how much they love you, telling me how much they. Oh, shut up and get a life. All right. This is my girlfriend right here. Look, see her? It's my doggy right here. See her right here? Look. That's my girlfriend right here. She just sleeps all day, snores all day, and don't back talk to me. She could care less if I'm on YouTube. All I gotta do is feed her. Best life in the world. And she's loyal. All right, Paige, is Taj Mahal going to be at Luther's game tomorrow? Okay, so you want to know if. All right, cool. I got a no. I got a strong no. I got all reverse cards. No, no, and no. I think she plans to go, but she's gonna cancel her plans because of the outside like influences. Like she knows that it's not gonna be good if she goes. And like that's why like she knows that it's not gonna be good for her. Like she's gonna make the plan and then like she knows it's not gonna work. Yeah. I feel like that someone on the outside is telling her, look, if you go, you're going to look like an idiot. You know what I mean? So I feel like people, her friends are telling her, or someone on the outside saying, look, if you go to this game, you're going to look like a fool. You know, or if you do this, like I feel like she wants to, but she's like, nah, I don't want to go. And she knows if she goes, it's going to cause like, you know, her involvement's going to cause problems. So she knows if she goes, it's gonna be like, you know, not the right thing. So I feel I'm gonna say no. I got all reverse cards. When I got all reverse cards, that means no. Yeah, well, crazy people feel embarrassed every day. That's my brother-in-law. I mean, whoops, sorry. Yeah, so I would say no, that she's not going. I feel like you're gonna have a good time at the game. I feel like, I got the Ace of Swords here, so it's gonna be very active. Things will be all right. Um, just like be aware that there could be some lies that are being told to you as well. Yeah, I don't think that you're gonna see her or encounter her, but like whoever you talk to like at the game might be telling you lies about something or their regular life or things like that, like telling them about them changing their life, ending things and setbacks. And so whoever you're going with or like you see at the game, they might tell you some things that happen or tell you about somebody lying to them or something like that. Yeah, you're welcome. You'll be fine. I don't think she's good. I think it's gonna I don't think it's not gonna be any factor. Yeah, you'll be fine. Mike, you can go ahead and ask your question, bro. I don't get anything bad. I just think that you might talk to somebody there that tells you things or whatever. Or even Luther might tell you, hey, look, so and so told me some lies, or don't believe this person's lies, or blah 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 blah, something like that. Something about lies and like misinformation. Yeah, I think somebody said, yeah. Like it's not you, like, it's not you lying or somebody lying to you. I think it's something about lies, friends and lies. And maybe Luther might tell you that one of his friends is lying to him about something, or. Yeah, I know, Paige. At least you didn't lie about your bikini photos and things like that. I trust you. All right, Mike. Yeah, sure, no problem. And thank you too for coming in and donating and being yourself. That's all, And we have to help our friend. See, she starts laughing because she knows. See, look, see her laugh. We have to help our little sister Becca, okay? Because she needs us. She needs us adults to take care of her. Because the youth of today, they need guidance. They need us to make sure they're okay. So when I'm not around, you got to take care of her for me, okay? So I can only do so much. Cause I already told her that I'll come out there and like scare her baby daddy if she wants me to, and she was like, no, that's okay, Mark. Don't come out here and start any trouble. And I already told her like I'll pose for her if she wants to, screenshot me in. You know how you go on your phone and like someone's in the background you don't want them, like a photo bomb thing. Like I told her like you can add me into a picture of you like the one she put on the other day, on her community page. In red and black, like see me and her will match today. See, she can just take a picture of me and put me right next to her, like right behind her, like, and then like she could put it on Instagram and say, "This is my new man," Or even if she don't want to do that, she can put, "This is my bodyguard." I'll put like a chain on, some jewelry and shit. Little gangster, take my glasses off, tilt my hat to the side like that, be like, "Yo, what up?" You know what I'm saying? Just to protect her for now. We got to take care of our baby sister. Yeah, I'll be your bodyguard. It's cool. I'm never going to slap anybody because it won't get that far. See, just my intimidation alone will scare him. All right, Mike. Good. Yeah, see, Paige knows what's up. Yeah, you know that. I'll be like, yeah, what up? Talking shit, right? I tell every woman that when they come in here and start talking shit about their baby daddies or their ex-boyfriends or, things like that, like I tease them. I'm like, look, you want me to come down there? You take a screenshot of me right now. I do it all the time. People start laughing. Oh, Mike. She saw a lion, not a Leo. Come on now. She saw the king of the jungle. All right, Mike. Mike, you said, I feel like this third party ain't been around a few days and there's been no communication. He's a cancer. His name is Sean. Is my intuition right? And he out. I get the vibe from the communication there. Or remember, I told you that by the end of this month, he'll be irrelevant. I guess you forgot about that part. I just literally told you this last time that by the end of this month, going into January, he'll probably be irrelevant. But if you want me to check again, that's cool, you know. It's all good, you know. I know people forget. Nia, you're a Leo too? Oh, you know, it's okay. I know you. It's cool. I can check. So good. Leos are my opposite sign, so I don't really get along with too many male Leos because they're kind of like arrogant assholes. But not all of them. Obviously, I've met a few that are, you know, deranged. But Mike's cool though. I can tolerate Mike. Right when I said that, Mike's like, not me. All right, there, lion. Okay. Yeah, exactly. When they aren't like, you know, being asses, they're pretty cool. I got some Leo friends that are cool. I like Leo women better. They're funny. They're like a pack of ignorance. They like to talk a lot of shit and have fun. I get along with Leo women because, you know, they're like, you know, they like to talk and like to have fun and they like to do adventurous things. And no, not that. To get out of your dirty mind. Okay. All right, Mike, let's find out. Okay. All right, Mike, I feel like he is like still trying to contact her, but he's working. Like I think that he's working too much and he's got like busy things. He's got working a lot. And he knows that she's not, you know, like gonna be doing excessive things with him. So he's like, yeah. So I think that she like doesn't appreciate the fact that what he's done and what he said. So there's no appreciation there. There's no like she's lost her feeling and prestige about him. Like, you know, she's delaying the fact that, you know, she's put him on delay and like I ain't worried about you, whatever. I also feel like he is I think he's going to like leave where he's living, or he has to go away for a while, or he's like planning to like change his residence, like he's moving apartments or he's moving house, or like he's going to another place, maybe to visit his child, or maybe if he has a son or a daughter, he's going to visit that person or visit the kids. So he's not going to be around during holiday time. And I feel like he understands that, you know, Sarah's not giving him the time of day, so he'd rather leave her alone and go about his business. And she knows that he's very hostile and conflicting, and there is no union between them. Like she understands that now. So that's why, like, you know, I think her and him are not really, you know, obviously they're not, you know, dealing with each other. Because I got her reversed here. She doesn't want nothing to do with him no more. And he's like, you know, testing her out, testing her patience. But, you know, I think that he's moving or he's going somewhere, like he's leaving where he is and he's planning on moving, or he's going on a vacation, something like that. Or he's going to go see his child somewhere or something like that, his son or whatever. Yeah, I'm sure she does. Hey kids, how you been, sweetie? Paige, you like the fixed signs. Usually fixed sign men are more difficult to be with. I'm doing great, sweetheart. Good to see you. Don't tell me you're a Virgo. Mike, I still think that, like, Sarah is going to, like, be up and down still. I know things are good right now, but she still feels empty. She still feels caution against her decisions. She still feels like she has no money. She has no, like, nothing going for her. Like, she's still being very, very hard on herself. So even though things are good between you guys, I still feel like she's still, like, really, really, like, down on herself and hard on herself a lot, you know? Yeah, exactly. So I feel like just let her mope in her, like, I think that's the word. Like, let her mope in her feelings and her thoughts, and let her, like, make her own decisions, because she feels like she has no appreciation of herself. She knows people love her and care about you and the kids, but she has this thing where, she feels like she failed herself and the people around her. So that's why, like, things are not really, she's still, going through the mental part of it all. Well, I've had more fire sign, like, women in my life than most. My last probably three, my last three decent girlfriends were fire signs, and they were actually all three fire signs: Leo, Sag, and Aries. But they were all the same. They wanted their cake and eat it too. Yeah, I like Aries women, but the problem with Aries women is they're very selfish. It's all about them. When they don't get their way, it's like fuck you, and they're always in a bad mood. So if you ain't, and dick ain't gonna help the situation. You can give them all the dick you want, they still be mad. I think their cycle is like twice a month sometimes. But that's their problem, not mine. Nia, you're next, sweetheart. Thank you for your donation. You can go ahead and ask your question. But yeah, people are like, everybody has their preferences. Like, yeah, I mean, no problem, Mike. Thank you as well. Appreciate it. You know what? I have a lot of earth sign women friends. I get along with Virgo women very, very well. I have so many Virgo women friends that it's unreal. Like, I get along with women, with Virgo women. Now, Taurus women, I only have maybe one or two Taurus women friends. Capricorn women, I only tolerate my mom. A lot of Capricorn women are also, like, dramatic, selfish, opinionated, judgmental, and I just don't like that part about them. Now, not every person is like that, because I do have good friends in each category, in each zodiac sign. Obviously, we all do. But, it's just, some people have bad experiences with certain signs. So they tend to, like, take it out on every person, and that's their sign. That's that sign, which is, messed up. But it's just the way it is. Some people have bad experiences with certain signs, some people don't, some people do. I mean, I know a person that was married to an Aries woman, got a divorce, and then remarried another Aries woman, and the person was like night and day. So they were like, "Hey, Mark, I understand where you're coming from, bro. They're not all the same." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, because everybody's different. Doesn't matter what sign you are. Sometimes it just matters on how you've been raised, or how you perceive life, or how you get along with that person. Because some people, it's all about control, and that's the bad part. People want to control somebody. All right, Nia, you say there's a new guy I've been crushing on, and I want to know if he's crushing on me too. Ooh, let's find out, Nia. Yeah, sometimes. My mom is a Capricorn and my dad's a Libra, and they've been together for 60 years, and I've never seen them like talk about or even entertain a huge fight. Never, ever have I seen them. And they got each other's back. Like they raised 4 kids. They have their own place. They have, they have a good life and they're always together. They go everywhere together. My dad's never been controlling of my mom, and my mom's never been like, fucked up between him. So, that's like the thing that I say all the time. I'm like, my dad, he's a pain in the ass, right? Because I know a lot of Libra men that get bashed. And my dad, me and him never really got along. And when I was young, because he tried to control me, and I'm in a crowd. I ain't want nobody control me. You ain't controlling fucks. So when I was 19, I left my dad's house and I went on my own apartment. I haven't been back since. But I love my dad and I appreciate him, and he does too, even though he's a pain in my ass. Well, my mom, she's like a little drama queen, but I love her. She's my favorite Capricorn when she's asleep. But I love my parents either way. Yeah, exactly. That's cool. I mean, our parents are our parents. They give us a hard time because they don't want nothing bad to happen to us. Yeah. All right. Nia, I feel like this guy, I feel like he has sort of a crush on you. I think it's a compromised crush. And what I mean by that is I think that he's weighing in all his options. Like I feel like there's other women around him, and I think that he had a breakup and it was personal. It was like it disrupted his whole life. So like he's like on like this thing where okay, I broke up, I'm free, I'm single, and I had a rough time. So I'm going to see how many women I can get or how many women that I can attract, and then I'll choose from the 3 that I have on my mind. So he's also like trying to work hard and resolve his problems and put in the effort. And I feel like, he's doing things in a selfish way sometimes. And I feel like, he's also arguing with the past woman or arguing with current women in his life. I feel like he wants more friendship with you than anything. But I would say he has a slight crush on you, nothing serious. I feel like you're one of his options, like one of the not in a bad way, but like an option as if to say, okay, there's Nia, there's Nicole, and there is Mary, so these 3 women, I have to choose which one is actually good for me. And that's what I'm going to do. So when I argue with one of them, I know that that's not the right person. So that's this guy's mentality is this. And he's overburdened by his feelings. Like he doesn't know what to feel anymore because he's been through a bad breakup. So I don't know if he's told you that, but that's what I get in the card, that he's like, he went through a bad personal relationship breakup. So whatever it was like he took it in a personal bad way. But as far as asking your question, as far as like, is he crushing on you? I would say to a certain extent, yes. But I don't see like, oh my God, like, he's in love with you. He's just happy to be in a friendship with you, or a potential friendship. I think that he looks at you in a good way, but I think that he needs a woman to heal him. Of course, men, are perceived to take like, all the licks and still get up. But men have feelings too. Men can be very sensitive too. And when we put in the work and a woman disrespects us and moves on without us and acts like we're a piece of shit, it hurts some guys. Some guys can't take that, and it scorns them for life and traumatizes them. So that's why sometimes it takes so long for a guy to, get back into a relationship, because they don't want it to happen again. And women are the same way. I know a lot of women that say, fuck man, I don't care about a man no more. I don't want a man no more. Men are all assholes. And then, here it is, a nice guy's around you and you don't even give a shit. And then people are too judgmental, and people are too worried about these things: age difference, race, culture, opinions, judgments, where you're from, what you're about, if you have kids, if you don't, how many times you've been married, when have you been last divorced, are you still in contact with your ex? It's like a list of bullshit before you get to actually know the person you're talking to. And people don't really put in the time to get to know somebody. They just want to fuck now and deal with the consequences afterwards. And a woman will be like, some women, not all women, women are like, oh, well, we had sex together, so I thought he loved me. And then the guy just moves on and says, drops you like a fly. So then you feel violated. So then you're like, I hate men because that's all they want. But if you gave it up, that's your problem. If you open your legs before you open your mind and your heart, then that's your fault. Yeah, I've only met him for a few days, but so far I have a light-hearted crush on him, and I felt like he felt the same. Yeah, like I said, it's a little crush there. There's something little there, but I also feel, Nia, that you're not the only woman that he's after. I feel like there's a couple here and there. I don't get player tendencies or anything. I just feel like, he's been through a bad breakup, so he doesn't want to get himself involved with another biatch, So, I would say just let it pan out and see how it goes for now. And I feel like the feeling's mutual, but just understand that you might not be the only one around. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, Paige. It's you have to be honest from day one, because if you start picking out the lies, then you're fucked. You know what I mean? Because as soon as, say if I meet you and we start dating, and 3 months later I find out you've been lying to me about something, you get caught in a lie. And it's not a little lie. It's like a lie that I was like, I can't believe you did that shit. So I confront you, and then we guys start arguing, and then I don't speak to you no more. And then you're sitting there trying to justify your lie and justify why you lied. That's still not good, because then my trust in you devalues, and then you become devalued to me. So then I'm going to look at you like the last person who lied to me, and then you're going to be in a category where you're going to have to keep coming out of that well hole to come to get to my heart, which I'm going to be closed off because you lied. So people do shit to themselves. You see what I mean? People do this shit to themselves. So why not be honest from the beginning? Even if you don't want to be, just be honest. Even if it's embarrassing or shameful to you, at least that person knows that you were honest enough to say, look, I made a mistake. I did this, or I did that, or I have this, or I have that, or, I don't have this. I just want to be straight up with you. When you're straight up with somebody and you continue to stay honest and truthful, you'd be surprised where that relationship goes, because that person will not judge you after you don't lie. So even if you had a shitty time or a shitty life or a bad relationship where you made bad decisions, at least that person is going to say, okay, well, I know what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with a broken person, and they went through some bullshit, So I know not to press the issue. I'm going to take my time and like work on the trust factor. But some people don't want to do that. They don't give a fuck. Right. But that's the thing. A lot of people ain't about that truthful life. They want to live the young and the restless, life. They want to like see how many people they can have sex with, how many people they can, you know, disrespect, how much times they can have sex with somebody without them, being, put in a bad situation. Right. And everybody has their ways, their faults, and everybody's been through bad things. But the problem is nowadays is people think that what they've been through is worse than that person, so they start to like compare the faults and the judgments and like the opinions, and that's why it doesn't work these days because people think that they're worse off than that person, so they should have more sympathy. Hey Zara, how are you, sweetheart? I'm doing good. Hope you are too. Good to see you. Right, exactly. Like I always tell people, God sees and hears what you don't. So when you get put into a situation, you can thank God every time you're in that situation because he saw what you did and then see and heard what you did. So he's gonna make sure you don't get put in that position. But if you lie, then God's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna let them be in their own little world then. You go ahead and lie, you dumbass. Like, don't do that. Because then you're gonna find yourself up against the wall. And then you gotta start all over with another person. But that person you lost could have been the right person for you. So then your cycle goes backwards and you start to get karma. You start to get liars, cheaters, and guys who treat you like shit. Like don't people understand that's how it works? But people are clueless. See, the worse you are to the more you lie, the more you disrespect people and like relationship wise and friendship wise and even business. Anything. Like you're gonna go backwards. Exactly. And I tell people like, don't you understand like how it works? But some people, I'm glad you're doing good, Zara. But like that's the thing, nobody's perfect, and I'm not expecting a perfect friendship, relationship, family, none of this perfect person coming in here. That's not gonna happen. No, I'm not perfect either. Never will be, never claim to be. But one thing I can say I am is honest. That's it. And that's why I have the people around me, and that's why my life is conscience. I have a clear conscience every day I go to sleep because I know I'm not lying about my life. I'm not lying to people, and I'm not lying to the people that I love and care about. Obviously, I'll joke around or exaggerate or you know um, be sarcastic or something like that just to have a good time and laugh. But when I'm serious, I'm going to be serious and I'm going to tell you the truth. And that's why a lot of people can't handle me because I say the truth. And if you don't like it, then you're not meant to be around me because I'm not faking. I'm not going to lie every day. I can't remember all these lies. That ain't going to happen. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing, a lot of women tell me that, I'm a little bit too abrupt or I'm too like blunt and I'm too like, truthful and I gotta break it down in a nice way. Are you a fucking child or are you an adult? When you were a child, when you were in school, when you were 6 years old, 7 years old, wasn't your teacher stern with you and told you what to do and told you how to do things? So when you're an adult, it should be easier for you to take the truth and the criticism and the advice that's right for you. So don't act like a little 6 year old when I'm telling you something that is true. And we all can learn from each other. I learn things every day. I'm not a know it all, but I know what I know. I'm going to sit here and tell you what I think, what my opinion is. You take it or leave it. I'm going to do the same thing with you. You can come in here and tell me shit that you believe. That's okay. I don't care. whatever. You know, but I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you and waste my energy on your dumb ass. Hell no. This is my space, like, you know. But we can't allow people to do that shit to us. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I ain't editing nothing. Like I'm just straight up. Like, and my sister says that I'm too mean, or I say things bad. Like, I'm like, look, if you can't handle, you can fuck off too. Like, you know. I see I've woken my sister up because my sister's younger than me and she has like a controlling husband. And I taught her how to deal with those type of things. And she's come a long way, but she's still got work to do because love gets in the way. See, she don't want to fail. She doesn't want to like tell him fuck off and get out of this house and don't come back. You know, she don't want to get like, you know, she doesn't want to like, you know, she doesn't want to understand that she can't change somebody like that. You've known him for years. He ain't never changed. Yes, I know he's worse than he's ever been. But when he's like that, I told her, do not feed the fire. Don't keep arguing. Don't keep talking back because that's what control people do. They want to keep controlling the narrative. They want to keep controlling how they ruin your energy because they see how you've evolved. They see how you get better and better and you've evolved your life without them. So now that she's done that, he's threatened now. He feels like I'm lost everything. What am I going to do? Well, fool, if you were a real man and you've learned from me and my sister, then you wouldn't be in the predicaments that you've been in. I don't understand how a person sees people around them evolve in a great way, in a good way, in a truthful, honest, adult way, and you don't understand that. Like, you don't see the evolution in people. So why, if you have a hard time, then why don't you take the knowledge and the experiences that you've seen the people around you do, like, you know? Okay, I'm just gotta text my sister, speak of the devil. But she's not the devil. I love my sister. See, my sister's gotta go to work. She's just telling me that she's going to work and she'll see me later. There you go. My sister's a good woman. She's one of the few left in the world. And she has a dickhead husband. Someone who I wish I can, you know, beat the shit out of sometimes. But like my auntie always says, God rest her soul, love is blind and deaf. Sometimes, you know, it's just gonna be there for the taking. You gotta make the decision that you have to make. So, you know, people have to make their decisions and do what they have to do. And if they don't do it, then they're gonna find themselves, you know, in the same spot over and over. And that's the thing. It's you know, it's hard when you're with somebody that long because you want to do what's best for your family. But I told her, you got to do what's best for you. Everything else will pan out in its own time. So I told her, I said, you know, you got to let him find himself now. I don't encourage her to get a divorce, even though I want her to sometimes because I can't stand them. But I got to keep my emotions and feelings out of the way. Because one thing I can't tolerate is a man disrespecting a woman that does everything for them. That's delusional, bipolar, and stupid and disrespectful. So I told her, I said, look, I'm trying to teach her how to deal with that guy, but she learns sometimes, and some of the time she lets herself go and fall into the trap. But one thing that I've given her is I told her how to talk. I told her, I said, you got to be like me. You got to say, fuck you. I don't need you. I don't give a shit if you leave. I don't give a shit if you take whatever. You can take all that shit because one thing you're going to miss is me. One thing you ain't going to have is me. And without me, you ain't shit. And when she said that in front of me and I heard her say it, I said, thank God she finally woke up. So she's learning. But it's hard to see because I don't like nobody disrespecting my fucking family. You out of your goddamn mind. I will fucking beat the shit out of you, boy. You know? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Paige. Okay, Becca. Thanks, sweetie. I appreciate it. But like that's the thing, like, I don't want nobody to be disrespected, especially women like us. I grew up watching my parents, you know, take care of 4 kids, bust their ass working day and night to give us a good education, a good life, a good home. Yes, they were very strict. Yes, they were very controlling. But the problem is like, we don't think about it at the time. But our parents want the best for us majority of the time. And I realize that now. So now I get back to my parents. Like I'm a different person than I was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I had a lot of hate in my heart. I've never been jealous or envious of anybody. It's always been the opposite way. But I had a lot of hate in my heart, and I'll admit it. I hated a lot of fucking people, and I still do. But my hate escaped my heart. Now I don't hate anymore. I don't hate people. What I do is I dislike you, I disown you, and I block you, and I delete you out of my life. Because 2022 is more virtual. See, you can get rid of people off your phone because your phone is your life. You can get them off your page, off your internet, off your virtual world. And if you don't see those people virtually, then you don't have to see them physically. And if you see them physically, you act like they're an ornament, like you don't know them. And if you do that, your life will change. Believe me, because that's how my life changed in the last 5 years. I learned not to hate people. I learned to leave them alone, get away from them, just like poof, gone, bye. Fuck you. See you later. And people say, oh, well, Mark, you should forgive and forget. My job is not to forgive and forget. That's God's job to forgive you because only He has the power to forgive you, not me. I'm not forgiving you. You disrespected me, you moron. You disrespected me, you whatever. I'm not doing that. My job is not to forgive you. That's God's job. You beg for His forgiveness. And you forgive yourself because you dealt with a piece of shit. You forgive yourself. You don't forgive nobody. No way. Well, that's my opinion. So if you don't like it, that's too bad. Don't expect me to forgive you after you disrespect me. You're out of my mind. No, I don't need her name. It's cool. Nah. It's cool. You already told me. But I'm not going to say the person's name on here. I don't like saying names. That got me, in a lot of beef over my last years. Because me, I'm the type of person, I call people out. I say, do you know this person? This person is a this. This person is a that. You look at my old videos, I did that shit. I put people on blast every day. Every day I put people on blast. That's why nobody bothers me no more. They're like, fuck that guy. I can't disrespect him. He's a man. He's not a boy. Nah, one day my channel has always been a channel where people find out the truth. So I don't really care what people think about me anyway. All right. Okay, we want to look into what that is. Tell you about why about this is treating me that way. Look what's behind it. Just like I thought. It's just like a whirlwind of bullshit. Well, that's the thing. I always recommend people to go to readers that are right about them. If you go to a reader and every time you ask that reader a question, they're right, or they're 90% right about everything you ask, then you should stick to that person. And what I do suggest also is not going to more than 2 people. The more people you go to, the more you piss off spirit, because they got to travel all around to give you the answer. So my opinion is never to go to too many people. Yeah, that's it. Don't go to more, because once you go to that 4th person and they start to give you a different answer, you'll start to question everything that you've heard. That's how it works. Trust me, I'm a victim of that. All right, Becca. This person, right, is really like sad and troubled in their own life, and they're restrained because of other people. They've lost their faith. They're actually surprised that some people that dealt with her are dealing with you, because this person thinks that, you know, they might be better than you, they're more experienced than you. And I'll tell you, if the person's older than you by a significant age, then that's probably why. Because a lot of older psychics don't want to see the younger ones evolve, because they're like, I wish I was that age making that type of money or having this type of success. And that's what happened to me when I first came on here. The women that were older than me disrespected me and acted like, you know, because I was a man, that I don't know anything and they're more spiritual than me and so forth, right? Oh, trust me, it's very but see, this isn't a competition to me. It's a mission to help people. But their mission is to make money and con you, where mine is totally different. That's why I don't associate with too many readers. Because if they show me they're money hungry, then I don't deal with them no more. And they can't say that about me, because my price was $15 a question. I put it down to $5 to help people in hard times. So fuck everybody and your opinions about me. This person, right? They're a hypocrite, and they flatter people to make them feel like they're really good. And this person doesn't have any ambition, and like they're conceited, they're delusional, and they are sometimes very lazy. And the main reason is the 6 of Pentacles. Gifts, material gain, money, favors, especially to do with money. Like I discussed this already. The whole reason you told me about this was why? Because of a money thing. This person donated and also donated to you, wondering what the fuck's going on. You shouldn't be getting my bread. I explained this on Instagram the other day, because I don't do too much on here because you ain't got a lot of freaks on here. But the main reason is money. And the main reason is they can't fathom how people on her side gave you money to answer questions. But her right. And see, that's the issue, is she thinks that she's better than you. So because you're younger than her, right? Let's get that correct. You're younger than her. So that's why she looks at you as a threat. See, these people that are money hungry on YouTube, these readers out here, and I've called them all out to their face. That's why they don't come around me, because they know what time it is. Because I ain't got to prove nothing. I've already shown everybody my talent and my fucking skills and who I am. They'll never be half the person I am, because they lie. Because they use people for money. I don't. And that's why real recognizes real. And I told you this earlier. But that's the reason, Becca. That's the reason, is because of money. And also, you know what it is as well? Is I got the Magician at the very end here. And when I get You know, I pull 3 cards, and then the 4th card is the bottom card. When I pulled over the bottom card and I saw the magician, that's what made me laugh. That's what made me laugh. And you know why? Because when I see the magician, it's a person who manipulates people to thinking they manipulate you with their kindness, their goodness, their wholeness. And then once they got a grasp of you, they start to be selfish. They start to trick you. They start to deceive you. They start to give you this thing where, you know, oh yeah, you're on my side. You'll never, you know, you won't do anything to me. You'll be scared to take on somebody in my room or my client. You know, we're going to see if you like, and they'll turn the tables on you. That's what the magician does in the tarot. He can be very, you know, it's a person who can be very manipulating, like, you know. Right. And that's the thing. The magician is not always a good card. It's a person who can change. It's a person who can show you their true colors. And they have everything on a table in front of them, where they have bad things on the table and they have good things on the table. So they're going to use their manipulation skills to get you to feel like you're good. And then when they're ready, they're like, okay, let me get the knife and start stabbing this woman in the back. Let me tell you something. I know you've only known me for a little while, and I will openly say it right here live. I've been on here for 3 years, and I've dealt with very popular, very well-known psychics, right? And they claim, some of them have claimed to be great. People put them on a pedestal. All women, by the way. And when I read for them, they would say, fuck, how the hell did this guy know what happened in my life? Or how does this guy see spirit? This is crazy. How did this person see this? How is a man better than me? How is this guy the way he is? I don't understand. So they get like worried. They say, fuck, if I promote this guy, he's going to take food off of my table. So if I'm in my room promoting this guy, then people are going to go to him. And then once they see how good he is and he connects with these people, then these people ain't coming back to me because I'm not putting in the work and I'm not as good as him. And when they say to themselves they're not as good as me, that's when they failed. You can be as good as you want, but you insist to judge, lie, and manipulate and envy and be jealous of a person that you met and is helping you. Because all I do is help these fucking idiots, and they turn around, and then when they see people come in my room that were in their room, then that's your fault. Then don't promote me, then don't talk about me, and don't fucking send nobody my way. And by the way, don't get readings from me either. If you're gonna be like that. Because a spiritual person and a person of God will not do that shit. And this is what happened to me in the beginning. And it still happened to me. For 3 years, I've dealt with multiple people who do that shit. I get friendly with them. They promote me. They get readings from me. I don't get fucks from them. And then they sit here and bash me because I'm taking food off of your table. I didn't take food off your table. You gave me the food. You shared your food with me. And I never told you to promote me or to put me on your channel or to talk about me. And when I come in my room, in your room, my name doesn't have tarot on it. So fuck you and your perception of me and your judgments of me. I'm here doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That's why people come in here, because they love me, respect me, and want the truth. Whereas you bullshit them, rob them, and tell them lies. So that's your fault, not mine. And this, Becca, is the facts of life. And you're going to learn this. And that's why Spirit put you in my path. because they need me to tell you how it really is. And I told you this back in October, that this shit was start gonna happen to you, and it has happened to you. That's why my advice is to limit the amount of psychics that you have in your life. When you're good, people will find you. People will talk about you. People will recommend you. People will come in your room. When somebody leaves, a new person comes. You have to understand that. And if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to be perfectly fine. Trust me. You got to understand that these people ain't got your best, they ain't got your best interest in their hearts. They're not like that. And people who know me for the past 3 years and before I had my channel, they still come in here today and they tell me, hey, Mark, so-and-so that you used to beef with, this person's gone to shit, or this person did this person did that, this person did this person. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. Let them rot in hell. I don't give a shit. Like, it don't make no difference to me what they're doing now, because they're out of my life. And they ain't worrying about me either. So go about your business. I've met a lot of beautiful people on YouTube and on Instagram. I honestly can say I've met a lot of beautiful people that I still talk to and have personal friendships with. And I love them to death and they love me. And when they need me, I'm always here. And my life don't revolve around money and fame. And you'll never hear me say, subscribe to my channel, like my fucking channel. That's not my job. I don't come here for that bullshit. I don't care if I have 850 something subscribers. You think I give a shit? No, because I'm not here for that. I'm here to help people, but that's not what people want. People want fame. People want likes and subscribes, and fuck that shit. I don't want that. I don't care about that shit. It don't make no difference, because the readers who have thousands of subscribers only have 50 likes. So that should tell you that they bought that shit. You can buy subscribers, you can buy likes, you can buy views, because it's all about money. It's to promote your fakeness. So I don't need that. That's why people are saying, oh, you should have more subscribers, you should have more likes. I don't care about that shit. It don't make no difference to me. Fuck you and your channel. I don't care. I'm here doing what I'm doing for myself. I don't need these people. I'm ready for some popular readers. And I called them out when they disrespected me. And people are like, no way. And I'm like, yeah, I got the emails. I'll put this shit up on blast. You think I care? No, because I'm a grown man. You ain't gonna treat me like some little kindergarten kid. Fuck you. No way. That's not my life. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Paige. I agree. Becca, you want my honest opinion? You already got your answer. So why, tell her things and go back and forth? And why talk to a person that's already made their decision about you? Answer that question. I'm going to counteract your question with this question. Why should you email her and defend yourself if you know you ain't done nothing wrong? Answer that question. Defending yourself, you're making yourself look guilty. If you don't defend yourself and keep to yourself, then you know you're doing the right thing. If you're defending yourself to somebody who's a hypocrite, you're not going to get ahead. You're not going to make that person feel bad, because they're doing bad shit already. They've already made their decision about you, sweetheart. You got me? That's the answer to the question. Spirit already gave you the answer. They showed you. They what you showed me today is proof of the disrespect. You see what I mean? Sure, Blue, now you can, sweetie. Good to see you. And this is what I'm trying to show you. Like, you don't need them people. Just delete them out of your life. You ain't got to defend yourself to nobody, because you already know that what you did was right. You shouldn't have a conscience about defending yourself or emailing her. It's $5, Blue. It's not. It's not worth it, sweetheart. For what? Why are you gonna defend yourself and tell her like, I did all this shit for you? Man, that's just not gonna get you nowhere. Take it from me, because that I don't even do that shit. I don't even care. Like, you see what I'm saying? People, you gotta tell yourself this. Do I need this person in my life? Yes, I know it hurts because you helped the person helped you at one point. You gotta tell. See, that's why people come into your life, Becca, because because like I said earlier, God hears what you don't, and that bitch was talking shit about you on her channel about, or to that person about you. That's why she did it. So it does get back to you. People do that to get to aggravate you, because she's too much of a wimp to say it to your face. So people relate the message through other people. So if you got the message, spirit wanted you to hear what you wasn't hearing. So you don't look like an idiot when you go in that person's room again doing all this shit for somebody who don't give a shit about you. You got me? Hey Ninja, how are you, sweetie? You all right? Good to see you. That's what I just told you. You see, you can't see what you're doing now, back is you had a little bit of doubt. You said, can you ask spirit if I should defend myself? No, because spirit already gave you the answer. I know it's fucked up and you don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. Spirit already gave you the answer. Spirit gave you the answer, sweetheart. And you showed me the answer. And here I am telling you again, you don't have to defend yourself, sweetheart. You got to look at the great things that you have. Look what happens when you, let me remind you of who you are, because maybe you don't understand who you are. You are a young, smart, beautiful woman who is doing what she loves to do. And that is help people who want to be helped. You have a good established channel right now with great people on it. You have all this support. Every time you go live, don't you see people say, shit, I missed the donation line. Fuck, I gotta get here earlier. Hey, Becca, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, if you want to donate, you can. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand that shit. Like, fuck these people. And the reason why, because these people sit in the background and they watch your every move. And they're like, I gotta do something to throw this bitch off her game, because she's doing better than me, or she's going to get to the point where I'm going to be jealous what I am now. See, fuck these people. You can't let people take your energy. You can't let people make you feel like you're less than somebody else. You got to stop that shit. You got to look at everything that's right to you. You see what I'm saying? When these people come in your room, you laugh. You have fun. You know them. They confide in you. They love you. They trust you. Those 10 people that you do readings for every day, those are the people who you should be catering to. Fuck everyone else on the outside. Because your mission is to deal with those people. The rest of these people, they're irrelevant, and they should always be irrelevant to you. You got me? Like, that's the truth. And you just got to understand that Spirit's putting you in all these places so you can see the bullshit, so you can get away from it. Shit. See, that's Spirit telling me, shut up, Mark. You done enough now. I told you already. This is how it works. Trust me. I know. I've been in this game for a long. I've been doing psychic shit as long as you've been born. Okay? And I don't like when old people tell me shit like that. But I'm a lot older than you, and I will always take care of the younger generation, because they need more guidance from the older generation trying to spoil their gifts, spoil their fun, spoil their channel, and spoil their life because of envy and jealousy, because someone's doing what you can do and what you ain't doing. Fuck them. You have to have the attitude, fuck these people. Who cares what they think? You got to do what's best for you and the people that love you. That's it. All right, Blue Nile, you can go ahead and ask your question, your first question, and thank you for sweetheart for the donation. I appreciate it. Yeah. All right, let me see. Will they let me? Will they let me? Mm. You know what, Blue Nile? You're saying, will they let me switch courses and study law this academic year? I think that they won't. I think that they sincerely understand that you want to, but they think that it's not going to be a good idea for you to do that. Like they're probably going to tell you, well, you got to look at your future, you got to look at opportunities, because of the events and the way things are. You're going to have to like shorten this to do that. You're going to have to make a huge compromise, is what I'm seeing. Like they're going to tell you that it's going to be, yeah. I don't think they're gonna want you to change, but it's up to you at the end of the day. I think that they will, if you push the issue, they will allow you to switch, because they know that you're a friendly, loving, understanding, sympathetic woman, and they'll probably be like, well, we'll just let Blue Nile do everything because she's just, she's a nice woman. We're gonna help her out. We'll just allow her to do it. Damn it. But hopefully we don't regret doing this for her, because we're gonna look like idiots. But I think they're going to try to convince you not to switch. But if you really want to, I think that you'll get that wish. But just be aware they're gonna push you not to. All right. Let me check. You know what? I'm getting now. If you do it now, right? I think they'll allow you to do it temporarily. Like I don't understand all this academic shit. Like I dropped out of school and all that stuff, right? But I'm still smart. But anyway, I don't think they're gonna allow you to do it in September. But I think they'll allow you to do it now, because they know that you're going to benefit from it. And if you have to pay for it, they're going to take the money. Like they'll take the temporary benefits of you paying for it, or some type of shit like that. Right. See that? You just said it right there. As I said that, that's what you said. You say drop out or take a gap year and pay extra fees. See, so if they allow you to do it, then it's going to be some type of monetary situation. Like it's going to be involved with money. Read the con, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the cards are also kind of uncertain here as well, because I think that it's the doubt that gets in the way. like, I think that you have to be firm about what you believe. Like, if you go to the higher power of this whole situation and say, hey, look, I made a mistake, or I have a change of plans. I want to do this. What do I have to do? If you already know what you have to do, then you got to just do it. Like, and you got to show them that you made the right decision. Like, and defer reapply. Right, exactly. So you have to make a compromise, but I think that they like you enough to allow you to like, I wouldn't say allow you, but to like, to make the change, knowing that it's what you want at the end of the day. I think that we should all, get what the fuck we want, and if we're paying for it. So I think that if you make that clear that, I really want to do this, if I'm going to pay whatever, do whatever, then I'm going to do whatever I want. I need to do what I want to do. So everybody changes their plans and changes what they want to do. So I think that you'll be fine. You'll be fine on that. I think you just have to make it clear to whoever you make it clear to, that that's your intention. It's not to, like, fuck the system over, or anything like that. You just want what's rightfully what you want to do. So to answer your question, I think you'll be fine on that. And you said the second study, and I choose something else I love. Of course, but the industry when I'm working, I will be very corrupt. Exactly. But see, that's the thing. I'll encourage you. I'm never going to discourage you. I'll encourage you to do so. And you put your foot down and you tell them, look, I'm paying for this shit. I want this course. And if you don't give it to me, then fuck you, I'm going somewhere else. You got to be like that. It's 2022, yo. Like, you gives a shit what they want. Let me tell you something. When I was 30 years old, young and handsome and full of strength, okay, I said, fuck working for everybody. I'm going to work for myself. I'm going to empty my bank account. I'm going to buy a car. I'm going to buy tools. I'm going to go on my own, because I know I'm good at what I do. I know I'll survive. But everybody was like, Mark, it's a recession. Are you mental? You're never going to make it. I said, rich people don't have recession, sweetheart. When you're a millionaire, there is no such thing as a recession. A recession is for who believes there is a recession. They were like, oh, you're delusional. You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Well, here I am 15 years later. No recession killed me. My business didn't kill me. I'm still doing it. So go ahead, tell me some more lies. Discourage me some more. My own family discouraged me. But I'm still here. Don't believe that. I believe in you, Blue Nile. Please do it, because I might need a lawyer one day. Okay? So you got your first client. If you're studying law and you want to be a lawyer, if that's what you're doing, I'll hire you. I'll be like, look at my beautiful lawyer, Blue Nile. Isn't she great? You need a lawyer? I got a perfect person for you. See? I'd help you. I'll give you work. I even get in trouble on purpose to see if you'll defend me properly. Nah, go for it, sweetheart. If that's what you want to do, go for it. All right. Is what did he tell this about me? What did he tell his mom about me? All right. Oh, wow. Looks like a possessive mom. Well, if it's her house and her, rules, people just get like that. But the reason why is because They want to see how much willpower you have. They want to see if you're really like if you're tricking the situation or you're being tricky. They have suspicions about you. Like they think that you know, you're they think that you don't appreciate her. They think that, uh you might be doing too much or taking too much and she doesn't like that. And she thinks that you're trying to trick her son or trick the situation. And they also feel like, you have matters that you have that you're interested in that doesn't make her exactly feel like you're overcoming anything. Hi, Ali. I don't even know her. It's always him wanting to talk to me, so I take it up a lot of his time. And I think that's what it is. Like there's too much. Like she doesn't want you to be taking up his time. Like she feels like you're pressuring him, or like you're trying to get the upper hand on him in some way. Like right, right. Like I feel like she feels like you're too much for him, like or you're doing too much. I get excessiveness or like delaying him. She might feel like you're delaying him from doing what he wants or right. But see, that's the delusional part of her. Like she knows you're not interested in him or anything like that. So it's like, why are you even here? You see what I mean? I get really weird vibes off of that. Like I don't know. It's like it's like there's a little bit of like right. So because of that, it's like, why are you even here? Like like why are you even in you know my son's room? Like go by and go to Bermuda or something. Get out of here. Go get lost in the triangle, Blue Nile. Right. So she feels like her son shouldn't be wasting his time talking to you. Like that's how she feels. Like, and she's got like, I think that she's deceptive. Like she's trying to check to see what you're doing or what you're saying. She might even be outside the door with a cup. You know how people used to like put a glass cup on the door and they used to try and hear what people were saying. Like I kind of see like that's just that type of person. Like she doesn't trust you, maybe. Yeah, eavesdropping. Yeah. Thanks, Paige. That's the word. Right, that's the thing. So it's like that's why she's acting that way because it's like, why are you even here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Shakim, I'm still on. People need me, People, I'm like, Superman of the day, and even the sun's shining on me. Like, see, I'm just God's son. What can I say? Yeah, I'm a hot commodity. That's it. Even my dog's getting up. Like, what the fuck? We've been in here for 2 hours, Mark. What the hell's going on? What's the matter, baby? You see something nice? Yeah, no problem, Bruno. I don't see anything like bad, but like I just think that her name's Diamond. She's got like a big white diamond shape on her back, so we called her Diamond. Yeah, she's always like sleeping. She's getting older. See, she goes 8 years old. So yeah, I see the weirdness, and I think that because like you live in her home, you know, like if it's her house, right, and you're living there, like she kind of feels like she can do whatever she wants because like it's almost like she's trying to run you out of there in some type of way. You know what I mean? Like she's probably like saying to herself, "Why is this like go get your own damn place or get out of my life or just like I'm tired of like actually seeing you here." Like right. Like it's almost like, what are you doing here? Like this is my house. Like go do something else. Right, but that's the thing. Like some people are shady like that, where that's the vibe I get from her. And looking at the cards, it's like you're not even involved with my son. So why are you like you're irrelevant to me? Like what are you doing? You trying to like destroy my son? Or she's probably an overprotective mom, I guess. A lot of moms are like that. They don't want their son to get hurt by some woman. And, if you're not really involved, then it's like even worse. Oh, that's the thing. In her eyes, it's like, go chill somewhere else, or go talk to someone else. It's like she doesn't look at you in a good way. But you can't blame stupid. That's how stupid is. It's life. I wouldn't worry about it, sweetheart. I'll just do it. If he's cool with it, then that's it. At the end of the day, you're not harming anybody. You're not doing anything wrong to her. So just do whatever you want. You know. Yeah, exactly. I just think that that's how people are. Just let me tell you something. This has been a year that I'll never forget, and the reason I say that is because I've heard so much like negative things more than positive things, unfortunately. And I don't like to hear too many negative things, but there's always like even the like some of the readings that I do, and even the questions I answer, a lot of it's like negativity, and that's just the way it is right now because a lot of people are not very positive. They don't want to live a positive life for some ungodly reason I don't know. But people I think are just being overly sensitive, overly protective, and overly guarded, and overly everything. They need to go to hell overboard and go, you know, go in some salt water and go cleanse themselves from their stupidity. But that's just the way it is. It's life. It's how people are. Like it's we can't change people. Right. And that's why I don't see anything bad on your end. It's the people around you. So I'm glad you feel that way. And the two questions I answered, it was nothing wrong with you. It was the people around you, if you notice that. And by what you just said, I understand that you're on the right path by thinking that way. And I wish a lot more people would think that way because the life will be better. Right. People make themselves, you're absolutely right. Well, Paige, that's still up to them. We can show them a lot of things and teach them, but if you don't learn, then you won't earn anything. So it comes to the point where I can't do what these people, what I want these people to think, and what I want these people to act. We can't expect people to be good all the time, positive all the time, negative all the time, nice all the time. But we can expect negativity all the time. That's for sure. It's an expectation. That's a normal thing now. Everything is a majority of this world is negativity. Like it's all over social media. It's all over these chat rooms. Everything. There's a majority of it's negative, and it's sad. But I think that if we, as an adult, have a choice to be away from it and discern it, then we'll be perfectly fine. But if you entertain it and give it your energy, then you're not going to do too good. You're going to stay in a negative mindset like the person who put you in it. So being positive is the best way, and doing what's right for you is the best situation. But unfortunately, some people don't get it. Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely make an impact on people. I feel like I have many a times, and people who have impacted me, I'm grateful for, and I still talk to them and believe that they have I still believe that they have, me in their good thoughts and not their bad. But at the end of the day, you have to make the choice on whether or not you're with the right people, you're around the right people, and you're making the right decisions. And if you're expecting someone to change because they're actually, changing for a week or two, then you're delusional to think that, because at the end of the day, people are going to continue to do whatever they want, when they want, how they want, and they're gonna absolutely not care what you think. And likewise, what's the matter? Hmm? Hmm? What's the matter, my baby? You want to go outside? Hmm? It's not your dinner time yet. You still got another hour. And plus, you've been eating during the day. Damn, the sun's all up in me. Yeah, she probably needs to go pee. She's been in here for like 3 hours. She's all right. She's right behind me. She's fine. She just hears like cars come up to the estate. Like we're at the end of the estate here. So like yeah, Halo, yeah, there you go. I'm far from an angel. Um, but she hears things, so she goes to the door like so. He's got to stay positive. We can't continue. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the problem with a lot of people. And I think Paige, that's the problem with relationships, and that's the problem with friendships, co-workers, boss and employee, business. It's like that's the thing. Like, the more positive you are, I think the more you're gonna get out of any situation. But people are so negative now that it's like I don't want to feel the negativity. Like, I don't want that part of my life. I don't want you to be like negative around me, because then if you're negative around me, then we're not going to go anywhere, because I'm going to feel the negativity and I don't want to. So that's the thing. People have to choose whether or not they want to be around that type of energy. But yeah, it's really up to people to figure out, really, at the end of the day. I can only do so much. I can suggest things, I can give you advice, but at the end of the day, you're your own person. You have to do what's right for you. Well, that is very true, Paige, and I go through that many times, unfortunately, with a lot of people, because I always find myself, dealing with broken people or people who have been in bad situations, and they're like, you know what, Mark, I don't know what to do, or like you start to feel sorry for the person, and then like you get involved, and then next thing you know, it's you're pulling teeth, right? You're getting to a point where you don't know what the hell you want to do. If you want to help the person, if you want the person to to be in your life, should you help? Should you leave? Should you give up? Should you be like, okay, now I don't want to deal with that? You know. Oh, I've experienced all the above. It's once you reach this age, I feel like you've pretty much gone through everything you're going through. There's nothing that you haven't gone through to a certain extent. Obviously, everybody's gonna go through what they go through. Now the sun's like finally going behind the clouds a bit. I can come back up. But it's a never ending experience of learning, and getting to a point where you have to put the right people in your life. Once you have the right people in your life, everything is so much better. But you also have to understand that as God puts good people in your life, the devil's trying to counteract it with bad people. So there's a saying that you look good on the outside, but you're a devil on the inside. And I think that a lot of people have that, you know, problem where they get a red flag, but they still hold on to it and think that that person is going to change, evolve, or finally tell the truth and change. But that's not going to happen. And if it does, it's temporary. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, the even being in a friendship or a relationship, like even when you like, you met me, right? So you say, I don't really know Mark, I've never gotten a reading from him, and then you get a reading from me, and then you like the reading, or it happened, everything I said was right. So you confide in me, you start to like me, you start to like, okay, yeah, I can confide in Mark, I can trust Mark. So then one day I'm like, I'm in a bad mood, and I'll say, well, Paige, you know what, you need to fucking grow up, and I'll be like, mean, and then you'll be like, you know what, fuck this guy, like this guy is rude, I'm gone. See you later. Okay, Ninja, take care, sweetheart. Good to see you. So like, everything changes from one day to the next because we're human. And like people gotta understand, like, yeah, exactly. Right. See, that's the thing. So I'm only gonna do that if the disrespect is come towards me first. And I also have everybody also has to realize, including me, that we never know what somebody's really going through in their life. We can see their name and their picture, but who are they in real life? What is that person really going through? So you gotta like compromise, have compassion, and like you don't have to, but if you do, you can gain a friend, a client, and someone who actually is going to learn and change their life because of what you said or how you treat them, and give them hope that there's actually real people in this world who actually have the same opinions, um, and things like that. So I think we learn every day about people, how to deal with them, when to deal with them, how to love, when to say no, when to shut up, when to judge, when to like, be opinionated, things like that. And I think that's the biggest problem in the world today is people don't give, I think people give too much love, too much sympathy, too much care, too much everything. And everybody says, no, Mark, there's not enough love in the world. No, there's not enough love for the right people. You got to rephrase that. There's not enough love for people who deserve love. Because I feel like most people give love to people who don't give a shit about you. That's the issue. There's not enough love for people who deserve it. There's not enough love for people who earn it. That's the problem. You're not supposed to love someone who doesn't give a shit about you. It doesn't work that way. Not in my book, it does. In my Bible, it doesn't work that way. Right. I agree, Paige. Totally. I agree. Like I've always said from day one since I've been on here is if you're not getting 100%, then you shouldn't be giving 100%. But if you get 100%, you should be giving 100%. So you find balance, equality, and you learn from each other and you respect each other and you understand each other. And then that's when everything starts to flow in a great way. But that's the thing, I'm not expecting people to put me on a pedestal and put a label on me, say, this is a great guy, you'll do great with him. That's not the label that I want. I just want the label that says, you can trust me. Now you got to get to know me. Simple. Trust equals love. Love equals happiness. If you can find that, then you'll be all right. And it happens in all categories. All categories. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll be on here later on tonight at some point. I'm going to take Diamond outside. She's like begging to go outside, and I got to do some things. I got to get up and move, or else my ass is going to go numb. So, yeah, no problem, sweetheart. I don't mind. You guys are my friends. You're my family. And I try to help as many people as I can, because I know God will help me tenfold, So, and I need all the help I can get, because I deal with a lot of people every day. So I will see everybody. I mean, it's 4:33 here. Of course, it's 4:33. I will be back like about 9, 10 o'clock, like maybe like 5, 6 hours from now. I'll be back on, and I'll I'll probably do like funny shit tonight, like rebel cards, sex cards, whatever. We'll have a fun night tonight. Do some crazy shit. We'll have some fun. I actually might bring out my karma cards, which is like it tells you about astrology and stuff. I might bring that out, but I have to shuffle all 3 decks and do all 3 cards and give you a message. Like, you ask a question in your brain and I'll answer it. I'll do it for free type of thing. Hey, Speak My Truth. How you doing, sweetie? How you been? Yeah, I'll be back later on. I'll be back for sure. I'll be back in a couple hours from now. I just got to deal with dinner, my dog, and I need to walk around. I've been on here for 2.5 hours. I wasn't expecting to come on for this long, but everybody showed up, which is great. But I'll be back on tonight, and I'm doing good. Thanks, sweetie. I've had a good day. I've had a good conversation on here with some beautiful people. But I'll be back on later on, because I have nothing to do tonight. So I'll be back on. I just got to hang out with my nephews later. We're probably going to go hang out and stuff. But I'm going to go take this crazy dog outside for a bit. All right. I'll see you guys tonight if you come by. If not, you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your Sunday. But I'll be back for sure later on. All righty. All right, baby.